Hello here, just want to give a little bit more context to the video other than normal, Back to the Future date and place intro. So this weekend, or at least the weekend this video should come out in, is the opening weekend for Great Adventure for 2026. I'm actually just about to head out toward New Jersey to go to it. This is my 4th time going to opening day for Great Adventure. I was there in 2023 where I got the first train of the season of King Ka, and also a tornado came through the park later that night. I was there last year, 2025, for opening day, where I got to see the first operating day for the Flash Vertical Velocity, and also just see all of the missing rides in the park and just how weird it felt. But 2024's opening day was a little bit more interesting. I mean, for one, it was the opening day for the 50th anniversary season, so we had a lot of high hopes going into that year. In hindsight, it was a bit of a disappointing year, and opening day was almost like some sort of premonition for the year to come, because there were a lot of interesting issues that happen on opening day that you'll be seeing in this video. So, enjoy! Hello, this is Blue Diamond Coasters. I'm back at Great Adventure for opening day, and holy crap, I can walk through! I can walk through! They got these bricks here on the ground. These aren't labeled yet, I don't know where those are, but I can walk through! All right, I'm still a bit out of breath from the run, but we just got first train of the season on El Toro. That was the most hyped up Toro train I have probably ever been on. We were all getting into it. We were singing Olay up the lift hill. We were cheering. You were right next to me. You were right in the same car as me. The ride itself is running great. I mean, it's running slow, but it's the first train of the season. Come on. And they're also on one train right now. But the turnaround was smooth.
So smooth.
And we were in a wheel seat too.
Yeah. So
smooth.
Overall running great. By the way, since I've kind of like rushed to get through the intro, I never really did the intro. I mentioned while I was running, we're here at Great Adventure's opening day for the 2024 season. I am joined by...
Hey, I'm Sean, East Coaster fan.
And I'm Alex from Alex Studios.
And we also have like a bunch of enthusiasts here. Hollywood Studios and the gang are here. Mr. Toro was here. We're talking with a bunch of enthusiasts.
There's tons. Yeah. Everyone's here today.
It's such a great day. Much better weather than last year. But as I'm saying that, just want to make sure I'm not jinxing anything. But yeah, it's looking like a really fun day. Unfortunately, Ka is closed for today. But I got first train of the season last year on that, so I can now say I've gotten first train of the season on both Intamins back-to-back years, which is a cool kind of badge to have. But we're going to be having a great time here, getting to see all the little enhancements they've made over the past couple months in the off-season, and then just, chill out. Have a great day here at Great Adventure. One of them dropped. Yeah, part of Zumanjaro was stuck at the top. I guess they're releasing them one by one, or at least they released them, but the middle one's still stuck up there. That's the people back there. I believe this is actually the first. They just said this is the first train for Medusa this season. Didn't make the first train, but we're gonna try to make maybe like the second or third train. Yeah, because Toro, everybody was heading to Toro, And there's a bit of a long line, and it's on one train, so we're just kind of making our way through this side of the park. We're gonna head on Medusa. I also realized today, this is the first time I've been to most of Great Adventure, at least this part of the park, with my brand new phone, so I can get higher quality videos and also this kind of like wide zoom lens. But yeah, we just got off Medusa. Pretty good ride. Well, Medusa was a great ride, but let's head over to see the progress on the log flume and check out Safari Off-Road Adventure. Huh. They like closed off this whole way. Uh-oh. We got a glitcher out. We got glitching out. But yeah, it looks like they're closing off this here. Well, we knew, I think we knew that Runway Mine Train was going to be closed and Log Flume wasn't open yet because it's a bit cold. But actually, it's pretty good weather out. Like, I could take off my jacket here. But it looks like they're going to wait a few weeks to open the Safari up. But just give you a little preview. I was actually really looking forward to heading over to Best of the West because they actually announced it is back to being open to everybody and not just VIP. One really cool addition for Great Adventure this year is they added a path that connects pretty much El Toro's entrance, and then this path, they use the old entrance from Rolling Thunder, kind of like cuts along here around the turnarounds for El Toro, and you'll end up right at King Ka Station, which is a huge plus because I've been here a few times actually where like the path, like the wild walkaway sometimes actually closed off, especially like later in the day they close it off. And then if that happens, then you have to walk like all the way around. So this is actually really cool, although it does look like they threw it together last minute, but you know what? I'm happy that it exists because it will really save time. I'm glad they're kind of connecting this area together.
Oh, that's
I'm liking this new render I don't think I've seen before with the Flash outside of the Flags gift shop, which I think you said, I think I saw somewhere, but you said they're Six Flags Adventure World. Isn't that just the old park in Ohio? That just Six Flags Adventure World plus Bowser's Fury. So great to be able to see straight down and walk straight down towards the entrance. And yeah, they did a good job with this kind of pathway here. Yeah, thank you, Great Adventure, for finally taking down the fence and all that stuff and building the Dream Street back through. Stopped at Six Flags Universe to get a little promotion that they're doing for the opening weekend. For all pass holders, you can get this wristband here where it'll get you double rides. So I believe how it works is you just, at the end of each ride, show the ride off your band and they'll let you stay on. Also, I realized they got rid of the statue that was here. Weird. They also got some characters out. They got Wile E. Coyote. Sorry about your movie that got canceled.
Relief! Coyote versus Acme!
Over here you can see construction for the Flash. Making decent progress. I'm just surprised, like there's some of the footers. I'm just surprised how close this was to like the main pathways. I thought it was kind of farther down. I didn't realize it would stretch all the way over here. We've all kind of gathered here by Nitro. There's a little Ace informal meetup going on here. Get to hang out with some Ace people, and then we're going to be heading on Nitro. So Nitro actually had a bit of a long line. Maybe we'll come back later for it, but let's check out the new ride for the season, Barnstormer. It's still not done yet. What is taking them so long with this? It's been like, it was pretty much like this a year ago, and like not really much progress has been made. I mean, I can't remember if those seats were there yet, but yeah, what's taking you guys so long? And they were advertised, they posted a video a while ago that it was testing, so I wanted to come over here and eat Cospe quesadillas, but it is closed for right now. But while we're over here, let's head on the Dark Knight coaster.
In order to take back our streets, my team and I are going to be as vicious with the law as the depraved and the hoodlums.
Being tall and roller coaster trains do not mix. Best thing though is when you go on the back row of Skull with someone bigger than you, because it's just a one bar for the both of you. And the first drop has that great air back. That's like Jay, that basically doing Harley Quinn. You actually get laterals on that.
Our first target is the God. I have full faith in the brave and intelligent Batman.
I gotta be the game was from my senior trip way back in 2004. That was before even extra.
Just did 2 rides on Dark Knight Coaster. We got 2 rides because we used our double ride wristband, which was pretty simple. All I had to do was just show the ride op and they just let us stay in our car. Which, you know, yeah, that was a Dark Knight Coaster running pretty good. Yeah. Sean, thoughts on the Dark Knight?
It's fine.
Yeah, that's pretty much all you can
I
say.
like the double ride that we got.
Yeah. Dark Knight, good?
Double ride was fun. I haven't been on that in years, but I can see that like some of the theming aspects to it have kind of like faded away. So I feel like a refurbishment of it, or just like a completely new like Batman theme, would be really nice.
Oh, yeah, we're also now joined by a good friend, Ella.
Hello.
Yeah.
Dark Knight. I barely ride this ride. This is my home park, but I mean, it was pretty cool getting double rides.
I mean, I have a soft spot for it just because I'm a fan of the Dark Knight movie. Which, speaking of, where is this Batman? Where is he? There he is!
You have a lot to know of being here.
You are a real beak breaker. I'm gonna see you after the governor's ball.
You better believe it.
Pal.
Where we believe they're holding Supergirl, The Flash, Green Lantern, and now Wonder Woman. Our mission is to get inside, free the League members, then capture Luthor and the Joker. It's not gonna be easy. Fortunately, we've got the most high-tech military vehicles from the government's anti-supervillain task force, Argus. Let me show you.
Ended up using one of our double rides on Justice League. I did pretty well, although one weird thing happened. So our first ride through, even though I got the high score, it didn't even have my picture, so it showed him winning instead.
Thanks for giving me your victory.
Yeah. And then the second time, you actually got a higher score than me, because it was weird. The one like room where like Batman's trying to like hack into the building, I got like 0 points, even though I was definitely hitting stuff, but you got like a ton.
I was hitting stuff too. That was part of it. So I think
we were all kind of going for
We were going for the same spot, which is the panels on the left.
Hey, don't reveal that secret.
I'll reveal it. Well, I'll also say, like every time I ride this, when they go to like the big like free the league room, I always aim for that little like robot arm inside. I didn't realize that if enough people hit it, it blows up and there's like a secret button.
Red button.
Like a secret target underneath. I've never seen that happen before, so this is what happens. Well, this is what happens when a bunch of experts know how to do this, and you know, you get to do some teamwork and unlock secret target. But I think we might be passing on Nitro and Devil today, just because that was like an hour wait, because everything pretty much is one train and they're doing the double ride stuff. And there's a bunch of big rides that are closed, like Green Lantern and Superman. So operations today are kind of a disappointment, even on the food stands, because there's a lot of food stands closed. I mean, maybe they couldn't get more than one train on everything just because of ops or maintenance reasons. So I feel like they may have wanted to not do the double ride promo today. But I think we're gonna head back to the other side of the park, hit up Zumanjaro, and then maybe spend the rest of the day at Toro. All right, so it's been a little bit. This evening went from it's over to we're so back really quick. So we get on the line. It was a pretty long line. Also, it was taking a while just because of the whole double ride thing. So it ended up being like we kind of have like a group of 6, but we never like all were gonna get on like all 6 of us at once. Like, you know, Sean and Alex got on a little bit before. Sean and Owen here got on a little bit before us, and then it was me and Alex right after them. It's like, it's okay, though, we're going to get our second ride at the wristband. Well, our first ride was right before 6, when the park was scheduled to close. And then our second ride would have been right after when we got back, which was after 6. And then they told us we're not doing the re-ride wristbands anymore. And we got really bummed out. I ripped off my wristband in anger. It's like, oh, come on, really? You're going to do this right now? And as we're walking out, kind of towards the exit for Toro, we notice there's people coming up the line. And I walk over to the attendant at the front, like, wait, what's going on? And he said that the park's actually open till 7 tonight. And we're like, what? And we get back in, and we just did a little bit of a marathon. I think I got like 5 or 6 rides, I think, right there. I think 6 rides in a marathon right there. Yeah.
8 rides. Got a walk.
Yeah, you got more than us because we all waited for the front.
And I kept on going for the back. I got a total of 14 rides.
Yeah, that's really impressive. And when I was talking with Justin, who's one of the ride op leads up there, who I actually know him, is that they decided to kind of secretly keep the park open till 7, so that way there wasn't a mad rush to the parking lot all at once at 6 when like it was a really crowded day like that. So that is something I did not know Great Adventure did, and that's actually really cool because on like a really busy day like that, with the whole thing with the crowds, the one train ops, the double band people, and it basically turned from a really disappointing ending to a day to a really great ending to a day. And we didn't just get a bunch of rides in El Toro. Sean here got a very special ride.
Yeah, the second to last ride on Toro was my 100th lifetime ride.
Woo!
Yeah.
Welcome to the club!
It's my first ever coaster too I've ever broken 100 on.
Yeah.
This and Turbulence were very close, but El Toro won in the end.
Yeah. This was my first coaster to hit 100. I hit that coming up on now 2 years since I hit my 100th ride on Toro. But yeah, we're gonna be making our way outside the park soon. I think I just want to hit up some of the gift shops just to see what merch they have. They're supposed to have posters for Made to Thrill. We were talking with some of the PR people where they said they're gonna be at the shops, but then I heard like they were there, but they weren't for sale yet because they don't have the barcodes yet. We're gonna find out. All right, so now we're outside the park in front of the planter, which now has a nice 50 on it. And good news, I did manage to get the poster, or they have 2 of them, one for Toro and then one for Nitro. I got the Toro one. It was quite expensive, but you know, it's
a decent amount.
It's Made to Thrill, so I know they're pretty good quality, and it's like, you know, it's an independent kind of like group or company, so most of it's probably going to them. But that wraps out our day. Overall, it had its ups and downs. It had a great start, great ending, but there were some problems we kind of noticed, which I can get that maybe with, you know, opening day struggles, lower staff, so not all the restaurants were open. But the one train ops and the double wristband promo kind of didn't go well together. I think if it was just one of those problems, it would be fine with operations, but with both of them, it really messed up operations today. But overall, a pretty decent opening day. Not as good as last year, even with last year's weather, but the weather today was excellent, much better than last year, but I think operations were kind of the biggest disappointment this year. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, Blue Diamond Coasters. Also make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok, if by the time this upload, TikTok is still around. You can also find my buddy Sean here.
Yeah, you can follow me on East Coaster Fan, both YouTube and Instagram.
And Alex Studio 14 on Instagram and Alex Studios on YouTube.
So, till next time, this is Blue Diamond Coasters.
This is the East Coaster Fan.
And this is Alex Studios.
Later.